How about this for a campsite? Field in Southern Virginia. Soon I'm gonna pack up this tent and walk over to the highway and spend the rest of the day with my aunt and uncle in an Airbnb and some restaurants. Here with my aunt and uncle and grandpa.
Right.
Just so you can be on my vlogs. Look at that. Oh, you don't want it? I understand.
Sigue caminando, sí, sigue caminando. Bye, Daniel.
Back on trail and I walk on. It was a great stay. Got 3 amazing meals in. That was super crucial actually. And also got some extra storage space on my phone. I got some stuff downloaded to a flash drive, which will make a huge difference and mean that I can really just vlog actually and delete stuff without really having to worry about it. No idea how far I'm going today. We'll see. The trail will tell me. Yay! I've given myself a bit of a challenge today, which is to not look at the map until like a couple of hours before sunset. So that way I'm not just constantly looking at the map in order to see where the next hills are and useless stuff like that. That way I'm potentially, hopefully enjoying stuff rather than looking at my phone. And so far it's worked. I used to be excited about road crossings because then there might have been some trail magic, but now in Virginia, it seems like it's really fading out. Never mind, there's trail magic. Monica, good to see you. Good to see you. After climbing all these small ridges all day, I think I'm finally arriving at the final boss. I might just try and camp on top of that ridge tonight. Ooh, first river ford since the Pearisburg Trail. Let's go. Okay, there should be water here. I reckon it's as good a spot as any to make camp. First little stop this morning, top of the hill. This is actually pretty high up. Look at that view. Super remote valley. Apparently that place is filled with Amish. Okay, let's show those Amish farmers a piece of the future. I was pretty sleep deprived last night. That's why I got up so late. But I'm feeling a bit better now and feeling like smashing out a pretty big day. Ever since following the North Carolina-Tennessee border, this trail has felt more and more like a series of connectors between highlights, which we don't really mind too much. I mean, the highlights are pretty good, like that. But yeah, it's like, it's been connecting the dots between the Rowan Highlands and Damascus and the Grayson Highlands and this place. And then everything else is kind of just meh. This is the hottest day I've had on trail so far. And there's absolutely zero shade because the trees here have no leaves. Not very nice. Look at that. It's a wounded chipmunk. What is Trail Boss? And most importantly, do I have enough experience points to defeat him? Passing Trail Boss right now. It feels kind of anticlimactic, so I think I'm just gonna whip out my headphones and play some boss music.
Yeah, especially early on, because he's that much of a dick. You have to worry about like him stealing the thunder. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, I think another mile to the top of the next hill, and I am good for the day. I've only found 3 reasons so far why the Appalachian Trail would take a road walk. Either it's going to cross a highway like this, or it's going to cross a river, in which case it might accidentally have to go through a town like Hot Springs, or it goes through Damascus. You know, I fully understand why America has more cryptids, more imaginary things that could be out there than Australia does. In the United States, in these forests, in Appalachia, it's full of so many big animals. It kind of feels like there could be anything out there. You keep on hearing these scurrying sounds. So many animals around, so much thick forest. It's very easy to dream up things that could or could not exist out here. Well, this isn't the most inspiring hike of my life, but at least it's easy. Well, that's nice. Another, what, 1,600 miles to go to Katahdin. Just bumped into my first southbound hikers. They actually weren't technically southbound. They were walking south from the halfway point of the trail and then going to Springer Mountain, then going back up and then finishing northbound. It's something that's getting increasingly popular in order to avoid crowds, and people call it flip-flopping. They said that there are only around 50 to 100 through hikers they saw ahead of me, so not very many. So something interesting from that box here, we have what I think is the most comprehensive logbook I've come across. And it really shows that the trail is still crowded ahead of me. Lots and lots of people out here. A lot of them started at the very start, very early in March. There's Dingo, who says that day, month, year is better. I agree, Dingo. I think you're from Australia too. And then we also have someone from Japan that I've heard a lot about. Every time I bring up the fact that I'm Australian or come from Australia, people talk about all the other internationals they've seen, and Gazelle comes from Japan. And he is one day ahead of me, so I'm looking forward to catching up with him. I am the only one I found who is going from Key West to Newfoundland. I'm not sure anyone else in front of me is doing that. I know that some people have been trying, but I just have no idea whether they're still on the trail. Just having my final afternoon rest at this nice creekside shelter. There's no one here. And I have a guess as to why. So if you see these boards, they were actually changed in the 80s. They were replaced because apparently they had blood stains on them. There was a murder of 2 hikers here in the 80s. Personally, I don't really care about ghosts as long as they don't steal my food. It's sunset and I'm still sweating like crazy. These days have just been ridiculously hot. Well, now I'm up here. It's a nice evening.